These are the 11 best credit cards that will earn you hundreds or even thousands of dollars in cash back. These cards are all based on my decade plus of experience in the credit card game, and I actually have almost all of the ones on this list. So as usual, let's get right into the first card and my personal favorite, which is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. This card has a sign-up bonus of $200 after spending $500 and has 0% APR in the first 15 months, which is pretty common for most of these cards. On top of that, if you use my referral link down below, you can also get double the cash back or points in your first year, up to $20,000 of spend. This card earns 5% cash back on travel booked through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, 3% back on all of your dining, takeout, and delivery, 3% back on all drugstore purchases, and 1.5% back on everything else. And again, by using my referral link down below, you can actually turn the Chase Freedom Unlimited into a 3% cashback card in your first year of owning it. You also get 5% cashback on Lyft until the end of March 2025, which might get extended or replaced with a different offer. In a nutshell, this card is amazing. And one of the best perks is it's a Chase card, and it benefits from the rest of the powerful ecosystem with the Sapphire Preferred and the Sapphire Reserve. So while you can keep things simple and redeem your points from the Chase Freedom Unlimited for cash back, you can also transfer those points to either of the Sapphire cards to get even more value out of those points, sometimes even double or triple what you would get with cash back. Now, that's more of a power play, but even if you use the Freedom Unlimited as a regular cashback card starting out, you will get tons of value, just like I did at the beginning of my credit card career. And if you're a fan of getting tons of value, then might as well like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's quick and free, I'll love you forever for it, and you can always change your mind later. Now, for card number 2, we just talked about the Chase Freedom Unlimited, so we gotta talk about its fraternal twin, the Freedom Flex. These cards are almost identical, so basically everything we've talked about applies here too. The Flex has a sign-up bonus of $200 after you spend $500, 0% APR for 15 months. You earn 5% back in points on travel booked through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, 3% back on all of your dining, takeout, and delivery, 3% back for all drugstore purchases, but instead of 1.5% back on everything else, you get 5% on specific categories that rotate each quarter, like grocery stores January through March or Amazon April through June. And just like the Freedom Unlimited, if you want to go for a power play instead of taking the straight up cash back, you can transfer your points from the Freedom Flex to the Sapphire Preferred and Reserve to get even more value out of those points. Now, I'm not a big fan of the rotating categories since they are less consistent and sometimes the categories aren't as valuable to me personally, but overall the Flex is still phenomenal. For number 3, we have the American Express Blue Cash Everyday. This card has a $200 sign-up bonus after you spend $2,000 in the first 6 months. You'll earn 3% cash back for all grocery purchases, excluding things like Walmart and Target groceries. You also earn 3% cash back for all online retail up to $6,000 of spend per year. Finally, you earn 3% cash back at gas stations, again up to $6,000 of spend per year. And any spending beyond the $6K spent for each category and all other purchases earns 1% cash back with no limit. The Blue Cash Everyday has no annual fee and also gives you 2 credits. The first credit is $84 per year or $7 per month for the Disney bundle, which includes Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. The second credit is $180 per year or $15 per month for Home Chef, which I personally don't use, but I'm sure some of you might. This is a solid A tier card if you saw my tier list video. And if you haven't, definitely check it out after this video. It's gonna be right here if you wanna see how all of the popular cards stack up against each other. Now for card number 4, since we just talked about the Amex Blue Cash Everyday, you gotta talk about its older brother, the Blue Cash Preferred. This card has been upgraded in a few ways. You'll earn 6% cash back instead of 3% for all grocery purchases up to $6,000 of spend per year. You now also get 6% back on many of the common streaming services. You'll earn 3% cash back for all transit, like rideshare, taxis, and parking, instead of online retail. And finally, you will continue to earn 3% cash back at gas stations. And similarly, any spending beyond their category limits and on all other purchases earns 1% cash back with no limit. The Blue Cash Preferred does have have an annual fee of $95 and also has credits, the main one being that same $84 per year or $7 per month for the Disney bundle. The main reason to get this card is if you're spending a lot on groceries and streaming to get that boosted 6% cash back. So if you do that, you're going to get a ton of money back. Coming in at number 5, we have the Wells Fargo Active Cash, which I also ranked as a solid A-tier card. It comes with a sign-up bonus of $200 after you spend $500 in the first 3 months, and it also comes with 0% APR in the first 15 months, which is really powerful if you think about that for a sec. So for example, I'm going to open this card and use it to pay for my much needed bathroom renovation, and I'm going to get a $200 cash bonus for doing this, plus whatever cash back I earn on this spend, and I don't have to pay it off for over a year. Absolutely amazing. Speaking of cashback, the Active Cash earns a straightforward, flat 2% cashback everywhere. There's no categories, there's no optimizing points, there's no jumping through hoops at all. You just swipe the card and get your money back. There's not really any other major benefits, but that's the nice thing about this card. It's simple to use and it's easy to understand. I know Wells Fargo doesn't have the shining reputation like Chase or Amex, but they're pretty solid, and the Active Cash could be a great addition to your wallet. Number 6 is the Capital One Saver One. It is a totally loaded card with a couple similar perks from the previous cards we've covered. The Saver One has a sign-up bonus of $200 after you spend $500 in the first 3 months, and it also gives you 0% APR for the first 15 months, similar to the Freedom and Active Cash cards. It will earn 5% cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through the Capital One travel portal. You will also earn 3% cash back on all dining purchases, 3% cash back on all streaming services, 3% back for entertainment, 3% back for groceries, and 1% cash back everywhere else. Whew, all right, so all of that is like the Amex Blue Cash every day with additional categories to earn on. And none of these categories have any spending limit unlike the Blue Cash every day. Like I said, totally loaded. This card also gives you a 10% cash back on Uber and Uber Eats, plus a free Uber One membership until November 14th of 2024. It also has no foreign transaction fees, and oh, by the way, if all of that wasn't amazing enough, it has no annual fee. So yeah, this card slaps and is one that should be in almost everyone's wallet. And here's another card that slaps, the Citi Custom Cash. It has a sign-up bonus of $200 after you spend $1,500 in the first 6 months. This card offers 0% APR for the first 15 months, just like most of the others on this list. Now, here's the real power of this card. You will earn 5% cash back on your highest spend category every single month up to $500 of spend, and 1% cash back on everything else. If you want to use it just for gas, you get 5%. If you want to use it just for groceries, you also get 5%, and so on. All of that with no annual fee. Beyond that, it's a very simple card and there aren't too many notable benefits, but that 5% cash back is just too good to pass up on, and this card should be in every single person's wallet. Number 8 is a card that's near and dear to my heart. It's one of the very first cards I ever got, and it's the Capital One Quicksilver. This card has a sign-up bonus of $200 after you spend $500 in the first 3 months and comes with a 0% intro APR for the first 15 months. It will also earn you 5% cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through the Capital One travel portal. These perks are the exact same as the Saver One card, which we just talked about. Now, where these two cards differ is the Quicksilver gets you 1.5% cash back everywhere, which is not bad, but not great either. And honestly, the best part is that there is no foreign transaction fees and no annual fee. If you want to learn more, this video right here will tell you everything you need to know about the Capital One Quicksilver, and you can use my link down below to check it out. Coming in at number 9, we have the Bank of America Unlimited Cash Rewards. It comes with a sign-up bonus of $200 after you spend $500 in the first 3 months, and it also comes with 0% APR for the first 15 months, just like many of the other cards that we've already covered. So for example, I opened this card and used it to pay for the first round of renovations of my house. I got a $200 cash bonus for doing this, plus the cash back I earned on the spend, and I didn't have to pay it off for over a year. Absolutely amazing. This card only earns a flat 1.5% cash back everywhere, which, like the Quicksilver, isn't bad, but it's not great either. There's no major benefits, but the card came with a really high credit limit for me, so I was able to put most of my renovation costs on it. Plus, they ended up extending my 0% APR to 2 years, which really helped me finance that project and is basically the main reason why I got that card. As a bonus for card number 10, I'll add the Customized Cash, also from Bank of America. Same as the Unlimited Cash, it comes with a sign-up bonus of $200 after you spend $500 in the first 3 months. months. It also comes with 0% APR for the first 15 months with no annual fee. The difference here is you only get 3% cash back on a category of your choosing, which is kind of like the Citi Custom Cash, but it's only 3% instead of 5%, so nothing too crazy. And honestly, I just use this card the same way that I did for the sign-up bonus and the 0% APR. Last but definitely not least, at number 11 is the Amazon Prime Visa. It comes with a $100 gift card, or basically a sign-up bonus, just for opening the card, and you get 5% back at Amazon, Whole Foods, and travel booked through Chase, since this card is run by Chase, but only if you have a Prime membership. Otherwise, it's still a very solid 3% for all of those categories. You also get 2% on gas stations, restaurants, and transit, and 1% on all other purchases. All of this with no annual fee. So that 5% back on Amazon purchases is incredibly powerful. I buy way too much of my stuff from Amazon, so this is almost effectively a flat 5% cash back card for a lot of my spend. So if you have an Amazon Prime membership, this card is an absolute no-brainer to get. You'll earn tons of rewards from it. So if you guys got value from all this info, be sure to like and might as well subscribe while you're down there too. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys. And if you want to support the channel, check out any of my referral links down below. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.